There'll be no one to stop us this time.
Hello YouTube, I have something important I'd like to talk about. As you very well may know, if you're a subscriber to my channel, I oppose Portland rejoining the Joint Terrorism Task Force, and I have many reasons why, but primarily I just despise being manipulated. It's obvious to me and anyone who's rationally checked out the facts that Mohammed Osman Mohammed was set up as a patsy. My primary reason why is looking at the FBI's own sworn affidavit. Okay, according to them, all the phone conversations that they had with Mohammed Osman Mohammed were recorded by multiple recording devices. This means that at least 2 to 3 recording devices supposedly caught everything. But don't you know that according to the FBI, the pivotal conversations involving Muhammad's entrapment defense are missing. Due to technical difficulties, somehow they just lost multiple recording devices worth of conversations. This is insane. Okay, it's insane for me to have to be sitting here thinking about my city council voting away my civil liberties based on something as flimsy as, well, it's comparable to, well, the dog ate my homework excuse. It's insane. Okay, this whole fear of terrorism has become a business. It's the fear dollar. Allow me to give an example, case in point. Michael Chertoff, the former director of Homeland Security. While he was director of Homeland Security, at some time during his tenure, he got in bed with these people that make the naked body scanners. I'm sure you're all familiar with the season of rage that I like to call it. You know, this past holiday season, putting up with having to see and read news reports involving security thugs in, you know, latex gloves putting their hands on people's children. It's insane. So now they're putting these naked body scanners all over the country, and Chertoff is making out like a bandit. That reminds me, I think people should research. If you're out there and you can help me, I would love it if someone would research Janet Napolitano's stock portfolio. I'm sure there's going to be some new future technologies popping up that might be interesting to link to her. But I digress. Let me get back to the point. Alright, so Portland is reconsidering tomorrow whether or not they should rejoin the Joint Terrorism Task Force. And I'm going to do what little bit I can to try and resist it. I think that if many people would do just a little bit, just a small amount of resistance to whatever they found in their lives that's oppressive by their government or the corporations that happen to be squatting on top of our government and basically sucking the substance out of this country like some kind of freaking parasite, the world would be a better place. If you think about it logically, okay, the American people, the proletariat, the general population, you know, I guess we're all in a prison now, so I'll just say the general population. Because if you think about this for a second, okay, I have a few things I'd like to get off my chest. Okay, the Department of Homeland Security has issued the fish and wildlife game people like mini 14 assault rifles. They're on all the water. You know, we have the Department of they're on all the open waterways. You know, that's Homeland Security. They're watching that. Okay, we have restricted airspace over, you know, huge chunks of the country thanks to the September 11th attacks. The Coast Guard has been taken over by Homeland Security, so there are, you know, the salt water, you know, the east and the west coast shored up. There are these things called Constitution-free zones now. Just Google ACLU's Constitution-free zone and you'll see what I'm talking about. They've drawn a 50-mile border around the inside of the country. So if you trace, you know, the map of the United States at Canada and then, you know, the east and west coast and then back along the bottom of the country, you know, our southern border, 50 miles in, they claim that they can set up Nazi-style checkpoints and search anyone they want, either coming or going away from the border. It's a sick thing. Just Google ACLU's articles on Constitution-free zones, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, not only that, we have Janet Napolitano inside Walmarts very soon. They're already putting them up in hundreds of Walmarts, but it's going to be in all of them. These in television screens running infomercials. You know, if you see some kind of terrorist type thing, say something. Okay, I see something. I see my government conspiring with corporations to exploit and pander as much fear as they possibly can to suck money out of people. Okay, that's what it's become. The war on terrorism is the war on the American people. It's the war on your wallet, primarily. Okay, the more afraid they can make you, the more they can manipulate you, and the more that they can trample on your civil liberties. Okay, the mainstream media just going along with whatever the FBI or experts, sources, and officials say makes me, quite frankly, sick. It makes me want to vomit. I'm trying to make my breakfast the other morning. Okay, I'm trying to make my breakfast the other morning, and I have the TV on in the background. Big mistake. Okay, I have to watch 3 terrorist acts before I'm done making my breakfast. It's insane. Okay, the reason why this fear button is always pounded by the mainstream media is because when you're fearful, you're reacting. You're not thinking. You're not using your cognitive processes. You're just reacting. If you can react and not think the way they want you to, okay, you're going to be nothing more than a dumb animal being manipulated. So I implore people, many hands make light work. Pick the metaphor you want. We outnumber the moneyed ruling elite, the people, the decision-making class of this country, millions to 1. Okay, all you have to do is resist a little bit. Thank you for your time.